Okay, girls, let's get in the truck. Hey, girls, get in the truck. Get in the truck. Get up. Everybody up. Okay, girls, you all ready to go? Are we? Okay, then, let's hit the road. Hello, and welcome back to Baby and Me Tiny House on Wheels. Hey, does everyone remember when we lived in this little tiny house on wheels? Yeah, this one here. We lived in that for 3.5 years. Yeah, what a beautiful little place on wheels, eh? Little house. It's awesome, yeah. But now we finally got our dream home come true, a motor home. This is a 1979 GMC Vandura. We're going to be cruising in spacious comfort from here on in down the road. So, why don't we just do that and let's hit the road. Well, I knew having a 45-year-old RV was going to come with certain quirks and issues and situations. Anyway, I was hoping one of them wasn't going to be the roof. The roof, you don't want water leaks anywhere, anything like that. And that's the very most important. You got to keep it dry. So anyway, issue is, whoops, I just about fell over here. Stepping on dog toys. Anyway, right up in here in this vent here, right down in here, there's a small leak that runs down in here. And I was going to actually, I couldn't get the plastic piece to fit in the modern ones. The older ones are bigger and they fit better, but I got the screen up in there for the bugs and stuff. And then I was just going to get some really nice wood and finish this off kind of deal. But good thing it rained the other night and I found there's a minor leak in here. Now I've been up on the roof and I know where it's coming from and what I have to do. So we got to get up there and fix that. So what we got here is guess whatever surface that somebody put on here before wasn't the right one. This stuff here, this white stuff, is something painted on and it's not supposed to be here at all. The gray stuff, I'm not sure 100%, but that's okay. But anyway, I've checked over the whole roof and this is probably the only problem is around this vent here. And you can see how it's all coming apart like that. And it's all over here too. It's all just coming apart like that. So what I have to do, it's all around the back as well. So I have to go around with my scrapers and scrape all this off kind of thing. Get as much off as that as I can. I guess I'll just rip that off. And then I'm gonna afterwards go with the wire brush and get everything right down to there's no loose bits like that kind of thing. Yeah, it looks like this whole thing's gonna peel off. I'm gonna have to get someone to look at it before I get too far. But anyway, that's the plan here. So these things here, these metal pieces here, brackets, they all have to come off. They were put on there. I don't need them actually anymore at all. They're put on there for one of those Max air caps over there, that one there. And I've got the old one inside. It's cracked, so it's not worth it. But I don't need it. I got the good cap on here. But anyway, what we got to do is when we get all this, I got to go get my screwdriver and take all these off because they're in my way. So I'm going to go do that. But yeah, once I get this all scraped down and leveled out and that, what we do is we get this stuff. It's I think it's the widest is 6-inch wide. It's called Eternabond tape, and that's what we're going to put down is this tape, and we're going to, I guess, overlap it as we go across and have to do wider sections than 6 inches. And I guess that stuff is like super bonding stuff, and it completely seals it out for eternity, I guess. But yeah, Eternabond tape, that's what we're going to have to put around here. We're going to have to check all the other places and just double check. I don't want any leaks anywhere at all. So I got to go grab the screwdriver. Okay. That's all 4 brackets now, so yeah, they can go there, and now we can get back to scraping. There we go. All right, let's do it. So I had to take the vent cap off here to get all the way around the back and get right in there and clean everything up, and put it just over there. And then we just have to clean this up. Basically just a little more scrubbing with the wire brush here, get a bit more of the bits off there, clean that up really well. And then we have to take this mineral spirits and go around with rags and that and clean it up really well. Clean up all the excess like silicone and possibly paint or whatever's on there, and so the surface is very clean all the way around this edge here. Yeah, all the way around. Yeah, so there. Wow, that mineral spirits really gets that clean as a whistle. Yeah, very clean. It takes up all the excess silicone and latex and whatnot on there. And really gets rid of all the crap. And shines it up real good. Real nice there. Wow, looking good. So I'm just going to let that breathe a bit and let it evaporates really well on its own, but I'm just going to let it breathe a bit and make sure it's as evaporated as it can be. And then I'm going to take a dry rag and wipe it all down real good with a dry rag and make sure it's totally evaporated before we throw down the Eternabond tape. Okay, wow, Well, that's about as dry as it's going to get, especially in the heat out here kind of thing. Anyway, apparently all I need to do is go 3 inches out here. That's the maximum I need to go, apparently. And it's mostly to cover up these bolts or screws, whatever they are, exactly. But I think I might have found the culprit to this particular problem. And I don't think this is the original piece in there. I believe whatever was in there was replaced with this one, which is possibly smaller than the original. Because right here I found a screw hole right down there. And that's where it was kind of leaking in, down in that corner inside there. And that doesn't seem to be very secure at all. And there's another one over here. And this one seems to be plugged up pretty good, and I didn't see any leaking on this side, so this one might be okay. But, and also at the back corners, I didn't see any holes there at all, so it's just these two front corners for some reason, and screw holes there for whatever reason. And like I say, I believe they just swapped out the original with this one, and those are original screw holes. So anyway, it's clean enough, and yeah, apparently I only need to do about 3 inches there, just to cover the whole thing. That'll cover these two holes, which probably will take care of the problem, and cover everything else I need. And that should be that. And one of the key things with this stuff apparently is pressure. Pressure everywhere. Everywhere. Press it down, because apparently it helps activate the glues. So there we go. Oops. There. Just make sure it's all pressed down everywhere over here, where everything meets basically. And just keep going along. And just as we go, we peel back a certain amount, and then just keep moving along there, just like that. Make sure everything's sealed. All these screw heads or whatever, bolt heads, screw heads are sealed. Oh, my fingers are dirty. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have a dirty white tape. All right, just keep doing this all the way around. I'm gonna do the front and the back, and then I'll do the sides. Yeah. Well, there we go. That is stuck down everywhere, all the way around. Yep. And the key to that apparently, yeah, was pressure. So I put as much pressure on there as I could, back and forth, going over every square millimeter as much as I could, especially around the edges and that. Just applying as much pressure as I can, stick it down. That stuff really sticks well. Really amazing stuff. But yeah, that is not going to leak. That's going to take care of that leak here. That will not leak there. But apparently I might have to do that with the rest of these ones down here. Oh, here, and the one under my leg here. Yeah, I might have to do them at some time. We'll see. So far none of them are leaking, but this one's done. I just got to put the cap back on, and then we're done. There we go. The cap is back on now, and the vent is all totally sealed up. And now basically all we have to do is just get down from the roof here and go and take the dogs for a really good stroll, because I've been up here quite a while. It's actually took a while. It's not as quick and simple as it may have looked, but wow, it took us a bit. Yeah. So anyway, get down and run the dog. So let's get down and do that. Wow, it's amazing sometimes. Timing is everything. Sometimes it is. Yep. Yeah, so we just finished doing the roof there, sealing it all off, and that barely just an hour ago, pretty much. And all of a sudden it started raining again. We haven't seen that in a number of days now. But yeah, raining and thunderstorm as well. So this is really going to test our little project up there, upstairs there. Whoops. Yeah, that is really going to Ooh, gimbal's going crazy. Really gonna test our whole situation up there. How well we did with the whole project. Anyway, that's crazy. It's amazing, like I said, how timing sometimes. Yeah. So anyway, on top of that, we've already done an oil change on this truck. Changed the oil filter and that. We got spark plugs, but the spark plugs seem to be okay, good shape. So we're saving those for maybe a number of oil changes down the road. We'll check them here and there and see about that. We also changed the cap and rotor, and I think we're going to have to change the condenser, or at least get a condenser to keep on hand and that sort of thing. And then basically from there on in, it's all it is just getting some kind of heater inside of here. I'm thinking of a gas heater instead of diesel, so I don't have to get an additional fuel source. So we're going to hopefully get a gas heater in here, and as long as this is watertight completely and then we're warm, we're good to go and good to travel and stuff like that. And we'll have pretty much most of the things done. Everything else will just be inside projects like cupboards and stuff like that, and little tables have fallen apart, but really easy fixes and everything. And that's basically just the next thing to do is get the heater and get all those other projects done while we're sitting in rainy weather or snowy, cold, freezing weather or whatever, and do all the indoor projects. So there we go. Wow, that was really, really handy to get that done. I'm glad. Very, very glad. So we'll just keep our eyeballs on that and just go from there. So why don't you guys just finish up and check out the girls here. Ciao.